All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. And BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all for a Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere, anywhere on our ad. Basically, this is the number of women that did not simply just scroll right on by. So they click somewhere on the ad, anywhere. And we care about this because then we know our Boudoir Facebook ad entered that woman's brain. And we know if our Boudoir Facebook ad enters a woman's brain, that's literally the only time that our chance of buying from us is greater than 0. So under 6% is a problem, and we gotta get this above 6% and ideally as high as possible. So unique CTRL is super common, or under 6% is super common, but it is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. So the 3 PCM, 3 pre-click mistakes are the root cause of Boudoir low-click syndrome. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe building up here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And now BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. Can't get this anywhere else. We invented it. And treatment with this takes about a week. What we do is we duplicate the Boudoir Facebook ad, leave the original one as it is, on or off, whatever. We treat the duplicated one with Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. And at the end of the week, we simply keep whichever one running has the has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated one. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes. We now have pre-click alignment, PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So from my residency, went out and found a Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, brought it here to the hospital, tested it, found out its unique CTRL is 4.3%. So that means this ad is only going into every, 4.3 out of 100 women's brains. So it's under 6%. We know BLCS is present. Duplicated it, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So that means we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS was wasting 37% of their ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then we actually know that 3,700 bucks a month is being wasted. So we can cut that wasted spend out instantly. So save the 3,700 bucks a month, which would be like 40 grand in the first year. That'd be kind of like as a phantom profit by only running the Boudoir Pico treated ad. And we can run that just at only 6,300 bucks a month, but get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original running at 10 grand a month. So that's the magic of this. Next, second part of my residency, went out and found a second one, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTRL was 1.39%. All right, that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. So let's duplicate it and let's treat it with BLC or Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. So we did that. We got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So insanely good. And we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 84% of its ad spend. So since it is wasting 84% of its ad spend, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, we can actually duplicate. Oh, actually, we can just take our spend, put it on the Boudoir Pico treated ad at 1,600 bucks a month, and get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original, running at 10 grand a month. So 8,600 bucks a month in savings. Literally, what's that? 100 grand in the next year, kind of like phantom profit back in the business owner's pocket. Next, we got the had a patient come in So his Boudoir Facebook ad, 5.03% unique CTRL, so it's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. So we actually did duplicated his Boudoir Facebook ad, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and found out with treatment, his unique CTRL got up to 15.35%. So we found out he was wasting 67% of his ad spend on, with that original one. So now we can, eliminate, if you spend 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, we can eliminate 6,700 bucks in wasted ad spend, keep that as a, again, like a phantom profit. And we can actually pocket that like 80 grand in the first 12 months and run the Boudoir Pico treated ad at 3,300 bucks a month, get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original Boudoir Facebook ad running at 10 grand a month. So super awesome efficiencies here. So from what I've seen, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. Literally approximately half. I mean, look at the numbers here. We got wasted 37%, wasted 84%, wasted 67%. And so the average of that's probably like between 50 to 60%. So spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, about 5 to 6K, approximately 5K every month being wasted. That's 60 grand over the next 12 months. All right, so now we're here. We're going to diagnose this, see if we believe it as BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So let's see what we got here. So we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we're trusting Facebook, that what they tell us we should fill out in our ad is what we actually should fill out in our ad, because that'll bring us more results. That is better for us. But the consequence of this actually, when we do this more and fill out all these fields, more women are actually scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads, not clicking anywhere, ads not entering the women's brains, and we actually are wasting money on those impressions. So we get more women scrolling on by, fewer women clicking on our ad. And Facebook actually loves this because Facebook can serve more ads per unit time, earn more money per unit time, where we're wasting more money per unit time. Second, we're going to look at the creative here. So we got the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe that the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe our ad should look like an ad, because that's how we see other Facebook ads. They look like ads. Other Boudoir Facebook ads, they look like ads. So everyone can't be wrong, can they? Well, but basically everyone I've seen, or every Boudoir Facebook ad I've seen has had BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So the consequence of making this mistake is way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, decreasing or contributing to BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, looking up here, first 2 3/4 lines Facebook mobile newsfeed. That's all that's going to show. So, frontline healthcare workers, you are the warriors. Okay, all right. So, yeah, we got a little bit of context here, but we're lacking a lot of context. So it's the lack of context mistake. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we believe that we have enough context that we're not filtering out too many people from clicking into our ad, but in fact, the less context we have, actually the fewer people will be clicking into our ad up to a point. So we haven't maxed out the context where we need to get more women clicking in, which means we have way more women scrolling by than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and contributing to BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. All right, so after looking at all this, my diagnosis is yes, I do believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome with a unique CTR all under 6%. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so Boudoir low click advertiser with BLCS, and you you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you actually do not, you're seeing the market get more saturated with more boudoir photographers. So you're seeing, anytime someone gets a new iPhone, they're throwing out their Google My Business profile that they now do boudoir, or they get a new camera and they're posting in the mom groups that they now do boudoir shoots. So it's getting more and more, basically it's getting more and more. Saturated, more competitive, and you're seeing, inflation rise, cost of living rise, and everything. And you're actually hoping you're already optimizing the business, optimizing other parts of the business. Less, basically, same effort, more results, or less effort, same results. Optimizing there, actually pull more profit out. And you're now ready to do that for the Facebook ad part of your business, because you see Boudoir Pico, you can save on average approximately 5K a month. Eliminate that in wasted spend, put that back in your pocket so you don't have to spend it, and increase your so that'd be like 60K over the next 12 months approximately. And you actually want to get the outcome of using the Boudoir Pico treatment, and you want to achieve pre-click alignment PCA and acquire or become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost, so that you can be on your way to being the #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM. Well, shoot me a DM when my basically when I open for a new patient intake, then shoot me a DM. And my DMs are closed right now. Yeah, I'm not accepting new patients right now, but when I am, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.